the previous two labs we were discussing about the components of simple refrigeration system, and we have seen the expansion valve and the liquid dryer and expansion valve, all those things we found, we discussed. And today what we are going to do is compressor also we have seen. Today two important parts we will discuss, and that is the lab number 5. Condensers and evaporators. That is the operation of condensers and evaporators. This is lab number 5. And first we will discuss the condensers. Condenser. As a condenser is a device for condensing the high pressure vapor, refrigerant vapor coming from the compressor. So there are various types of compressors. In the lab report you must answer all those things. And today we will discuss this exclusively condensers used here in this lab. Here this is the condenser. This is one condenser here. And this condenser you can see the coil here. And here the inside the condenser there will be always high pressure gas, refrigerant gas coming from the compressor. And this will be condensed and then it goes to the expansion valve before dryer and then expansion valve. So this is one of the condenser. You can see here the cooling is taking place. The copper tubes are here, these capillary tubes, and also here the fins. You can see fins. These fins also will increase the heat transfer area for proper cooling. That is why this is the one typical type of condenser. And then coming to another condenser, you can see here. This is the another condenser for the car AC. This is the car AC unit, and this is the condenser for another one. Almost similar design, but here you can see there's a blower here, and here inside there's a coil. You can see on the both sides the condensers are a coil, and through the coils the high pressure refrigerant will circulate, and this fan also will cool the refrigerant inside the condenser and make it to change of phase from gas to liquid, and that liquid will go to the expansion valve before passing through the dryer, and then expansion valve, then to the evaporator. This is another condenser. Then we will see one more condenser here. This is a refrigerator and the refrigerator system, and like your household refrigerator, fridge, and this is a condenser. Here a small condenser, and the same, almost same model. It's all same type, compressor and condenser. And here there's a coil is there, and the blower, the fan will cool the high pressure gas, refrigerant gas present in the coils of the condenser. Then it will become liquid and then go to the dryer and expansion valve and to the evaporator. That's all this one. This also another condenser. This condenser is also, you can see the big one, and this is all in one unit, blower and condenser all in, and the copper tubes are here, and through the copper tubes, same procedure, same method, and the same refrigerant, everything. And this is the another condenser. And also you can see another condenser here. This is also a condenser. Yes, this is the one which we saw before also. This is copper coils and the condenser, compressor, condenser. The condenser, it goes to the dryer and expansion valve, and before the evaporator. That's about condenser. So condenser, I hope you understood the different different types of condensers. And the function of condenser is to condense the high pressure vapor refrigerant coming from the compressor, and then becomes a change of phase from gas to liquid before, and then it goes to the dryer to absorb moisture, and then to the expansion valve, and then to the evaporator, then back to compressor. That's the arrangement. So this is how. And then the lab report, this is a simple one, but you need to do some research and explain more about other different types of condensers. Now coming to evaporator. This is a simple evaporator. This is a car AC evaporator. This one simple, very simple. That's why it's small one evaporator. You can see two pipes here. Through the pipes, one is for incoming refrigerant, and the other one is refrigerant means liquid refrigerant, low pressure, and then it comes to the evaporator, the exit low pressure gas, then go to the compressor again. This is a simple one. It's a Nissan car AC evaporator, and here this you can see this is the increase this portion fins to both sides, and in between there will be coils also, and here this will increase the area of heat transfer. It's a very good one, small one, car AC evaporator. So both two pipes, one is for inlet of the low pressure liquid refrigerant, and the other side after absorbing heat. The purpose of function of evaporator is to absorb heat from the car, inside the car, or if in the case of a house, inside the house, and that is why the inside the room or the house will become cold, and then the liquid refrigerant become low pressure vapor through this pipe, and it goes to the compressor. This is a simple one. Now coming to again here, this is also another evaporator here. Evaporator is here. One evaporator for this equipment evaporator. This is from the condenser to the dryer and then to the evaporator. This also you can see fins are there and coils are there. It's another one. Then here there is another one. This is the evaporator for the split AC. Inside this is all in a cool line. It's a company. And if you open this one, you can see same method here, same here. This is a condenser and this is the evaporator. This is another one. Then for the car AC, this is the evaporator here. This is the evaporator system here. Because the condenser, and then this is the motor and the condenser, and from here it goes to the here. This evaporator. This design is different. And then the evaporator here. This is the vent hole for the getting the cold air to the car inside the person sitting in the car. This is the vent. This is the car AC evaporator. Then again coming to another one. For the refrigerator, this is the evaporator, because the inside we are keeping the food items. So that place the heat is absorbed. That's how the food items for a chicken or food, majboos, all become very cold. Why? Because it's absorbing heat. And then it converts the refrigerant to become evaporator, the liquid refrigerant to become gas vapor, and then go back to the compressor. So this is the evaporator in the case of refrigerator. And then come to here. Here this is the evaporator. So from the condenser, you go to the expansion valve, this is the capillary, and then here this is the evaporator. From the evaporator, this line is the low pressure gas. After this liquid refrigerant will become low pressure gas refrigerant, and it go back to the compressor again. So this is the another evaporator. So the function of evaporator to absorb heat and convert the change of phase from liquid to low pressure gas refrigerant, and then return back to the compressor. That's about this evaporator. So in the lab report, you need to study, go through the paper, and then maybe you need to read, go through it, and write different types of evaporators used in the industry, and the application and the working, everything you should write. Differentiate between different types of evaporators. And the same thing for condenser also. You need to explain. That's about this lab. And during Zoom meeting, you can ask doubts. Okay? And that's about lab number 5. Then next lab, we will discuss about the cooling tower. Cooling tower is one of the important component of the air conditioning system, especially for the centralized AC. That we will discuss lab number 6. Lab number 7 is the leak detection. How can we detect the leak? That is the lab number 7. Lab number 8 will be the centralized AC, how centralized AC system work. And in a big plant like building number 15 in CNAQ, or in a big mall or something like that. So the important parts and how it's the flow diagram and how the important parts and everything, lab number 8. That concludes our lab of